This is the story of the tree with apples that if you eat it every day, you will never grow old. So, once there was Loki and Odin cooking meat, just some kind of meat, and Odin went away to do something, I don't know, go to the bathroom or something, and Loki kept on trying to cook it, but it wasn't cooking at all. It was just raw forever. And Odin keeps on coming back, saying that it's raw. It's just never working. So then an eagle flies by and asks Loki, "Can you not cook the meat?" Loki says, "Yes, I cannot cook the meat." The eagle says, "Okay, well, I'll cook it, but I'd have to get some meat." So he flaps his wings, and the fire starts blazing, and then the meat is cooked. And then the eagle eats it all and takes Loki away and drops him in Jotunheim, the realm of giants. But the eagle is actually one of the giants. Boom. And the giant asks Loki, "I'll let you go, but you have to do one thing for me. You must get me the apples, the shining apples." And then Loki is like, "Okay, I'll get the apples for you." He goes back to Asgard and tries to get the apples. There's a guardian for the apples, though. Forgot her name. But the guardian... Loki comes to the guardian and says, "Hey, I saw an apple tree that is more shining than your apples. You better go check it out. You should see it." The guardian is like, "But seriously, you think I'm gonna? You think there's some tree shinier than my apples?" And Loki says, "Of course. Yeah, it's right outside. Go check outside the walls." The guardian goes outside. Then the giant / eagle picks her up, takes her to Jotunheim with the basket of apples that she has. Then tries to take one of the apples, but it turns into dirt. And the guardian is like, "Ha, seriously? Only I can do that." Then the giant keeps her captive forever. Well, not forever. Because Loki comes and saves her, brings her back to Asgard, and everyone's not old anymore.
Okay, so Morgan sent me this story, and I'm going to tell you the story of the apples that make you live forever. So one day, Odin and Loki were barbecuing some meat. And Odin went away to go take care of something, and Loki kept working on cooking this meat. And he kept trying, and he kept trying, and the meat was never getting cooked at all. It was still raw. Odin came back to check on him. "Can't you cook the meat?" Loki said, no, not yet. Came back a few times, still wasn't done. Then this eagle came by and asked Loki, can you not cook the meat? And Loki said, no, it's still raw. I don't know what's going on. And the eagle said, if I cook that for you, you'll give me some of it, right? And Loki said, sure. And the eagle started flapping his wings and flapping them to make the fire grow hotter. And the meat cooked, and the eagle ate all of it. And then he picked up Loki and flew him to Jotunheim, the land of the giants. And then when the eagle put him down, he turned into a giant, which he was all along, apparently. And he said, if you ever want to escape, Loki, you have to go bring me the shining apples from Asgard. So Loki agreed, and then he went there and went to the guardian of the apple orchard. And he said to her, I saw outside the city wall apples that were even more shining than yours. You should check it out. And the guardian of the orchard said, no way, that's impossible. And Loki assured her, really, they're out there. You need to go look. And she picked up her basket and went to go check it out. But as soon as she got out there, that eagle giant guy snatched her up and took her back to Jotunheim. Jotunheim? Jujube? Something. But when he went to go eat one of these apples, it turned into dirt, and the guardian said, ha, that's for us. That doesn't work for you. And then the eagle giant was going to keep her captive forever. But Loki snuck in and helped her escape and brought her back to Asgard so she could keep the apple orchard and the gods would not grow old. The end.
This is a version of my mom's story. There was a version of my brother's story. And yeah. So let's do it. Whoa, this looks so weird. Hold on a second. Okay. So, Loki and Odin were cooking meat. And then okay, so they were cooking meat. And Odin, I don't know what he was doing. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Odin, I don't know what he was doing, but Loki was cooking meat. And then Odin just kept coming back and saying, you can't cook the meat? Or whatever. I think. Yeah. So. Okay. Then an eagle came by. And said, you can't cook the meat? If I help you cook the meat, will you give me some of it? So he helped cook the meat. But the meat, well, the eagle ate all of it. So, this feels like it's about meat. It's about like shiny apples or something. I don't understand. But, okay, this knocks over. And then the eagle threw him to like a place. I forgot what place it was. Okay, don't do this to me. Okay. He flew Loki to that place, and then apparently, I think the eagle turned into a giant, and he was a giant all along. Also, it was the place of the giants or whatever. Yeah, this is a bad recording. Should I restart? No, it's already 3 minutes and almost 4. So he was sent. Then he was sent to get some apples. Never trust those eagles. They'll just always beat you up. Okay. So he got the apples, and then, wait, who asked for the apples? Someone asked for the apples. Forgot who. Then, the person with the apple, or whatever, the eagle got the apple, then it turned into dirt when he tried to eat it. Dirt. Then someone was put in prison, and then saved by Loki. I'm confused. I'm just gonna finish it. And I think this is it. Just I think. Yeah, that's all.
So, Emmett's recording was interesting. Alright, here we go. So, Loki and Odin were having a barbecue. And they had, like, a lot of meat. Like, a lot. And Odin didn't like meat for some reason. Like, he didn't really didn't want the meat to be cooked. So I think he might have been vegan or something, which was extremely out of Odin's character. And right when as he was saying, an eagle showed up. And he was like talking to Loki, and then like Loki, the eagle was like, "If I help you cook that meat, can I get half of it?" And Loki was like, I want the meat. I want to cook the meat. Odin ain't helping me none. So, the eagle helped him cook the meat. But then the eagle ate all the meat. It was all like, what the heck? Loki was like, I was trying to. So the eagle was like, okay, fine. I'll just fly you over to Jotunheim, the land of the giants, up a big mountain or something. It went over to the mountain in Jotunheim, and there's an apple, a shiny apple, and the eagle had the apple and gave it to Loki. But when Loki ate the apple turned into dirt, all mushy. It was like weird. Must have had something in the apple. Yeah. I think the eagle went to jail or something. That's it wasn't very clear. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So this is a story about Loki and Odin at a barbecue. I tried to do this the first time, but I didn't hit the record button, so now I'm doing it again. But anyway, so Loki and Odin had a really big box of meat. And for some reason, Odin didn't like the meat, or was like vegan or something. But an eagle showed up to the barbecue and decided that he was going to help cook the meat. And he did. He helped Loki and Odin cook the meat, but for some reason ate all of it after it was cooked. And then the eagle decided, because he didn't really like the barbecue, to fly over to the land of the giants, to a mountain, and got a really shiny apple, which there's no reason why it was shiny, but it was a shiny apple. And then he gave it to Loki, I guess flying back to the barbecue. I don't know. Loki then ate the apple because he was probably pretty hungry because he didn't eat any of the meat. But there's probably some kind of moral to this story. But Loki and Odin put him into eagle jail, and that's the end of the story.